Coming into Roland Garros 2025, there was a sense of optimism for Carlos Alcaraz. He had won his maiden Monte Carlo Masters as well as his maiden Rome Masters and had reached the Barcelona final, only losing to Holger Rune due to an injury sustained during the match, which also forced him to withdraw from the Madrid Masters. So he's won 2 Masters 1000s on clay, reached the final in the other tournament, and he's the defending Roland Garros champion, so surely he's set up for an amazing French Open. And it started that way, blitzing through his first round in straight sets. In the second round, he came up against the talented Fabien Marozsan, which he dropped 1 set but managed to win in 4, with 2 breadsticks along the way. In the third round, Juma played some very good tennis, especially towards the end of the match. Alcaraz came through that in 4, 6-4 in the fourth. In the fourth round, he played a very close match against Ben Shelton. Despite him coming through in 4 sets, the scoreline was very deceiving. Ben had a very high level, was playing some absolutely blitzing tennis at certain points in that match, and Carlos Alcaraz raised his level immensely well and won that one in 4. Against Tommy Paul in the quarterfinals, it was Alcaraz on top completely the whole match. Tommy Paul didn't look 100% as he may have sustained some sort of injury, and Carlos Alcaraz blitzed him in those first 2 sets, going 6-love, 6-1, with a slightly closer set with only 1 break of serve in the third. Now in the semi-final, Alcaraz was playing against Lorenzo Musetti, who had been the most consistent performer in these clay court masters and warm events towards Roland Garros. He made the Monte Carlo final, losing to Alcaraz, made the Rome semi-final, losing to Alcaraz, and the Madrid semi-final as well. Semi-finals in all 3 Masters 1000s on clay, and Musetti being a phenomenal clay courter himself, not just being in a purple patch of form, this is set up to be an absolute blockbuster. However, after some very tight sets, Musetti lost a tiebreak, leaving it 1 set all, and since then he didn't play a very good match and also subsequently sustained an injury, with Alcaraz bageling him in the 3rd set and Musetti retiring midway through the 4th set. And on the other side of the draw, luckily, Alcaraz only had to face one of Djokovic or Sinner as they met in the semi-finals, making it a much easier path for Carlos, who didn't have Djokovic in his quarter on his half. These guys played an absolutely amazing semi-final, with Jannik Sinner basically bullying Novak Djokovic as Djokovic had done to so many opponents over the years. He was played Djokovic's style of tennis, just better than the 38-year-old who couldn't sustain a level for the whole match. Quite understandable as well, considering his age. Sinner came through in straights. Djokovic did have his chances. He did serve for the sets, but it wasn't meant to be for him. And Sinner came through that match in straights, having not lost a set the entire tournament. And of course, we all know I made a longer video on the final, but Alcaraz came through Sinner in an amazing Roland Garros final. 5th set tiebreak to 10 points. Alcaraz coming back from 2 sets of love down for the first time in his career in a Grand Slam final, no less. Sinner coming out the gates playing some insane clay court tennis as well. This was truly an amazing match. So this Grand Slam by Alcaraz was a very good construction of different matches, different play styles he had to utilise as well. He played a lefty in Ben Shelton. He played Marozsan, who he had trouble with before on clay. If you will recall, he lost to him 2 years ago in the Rome Masters. Even Juma, was playing some amazing tennis. He was playing almost Novak Djokovic-esque tennis with his backhand, taking it down the line, really constructing points off his backhand, which is very hard to do against a player like Alcaraz who can punish you at any moment in a point. And that Shelton match as well, very impressive from Alcaraz considering he only dropped 1 set. That tiebreak as well he played was absolutely epic, saving set points, converting that point at 9-8. It was a very good tournament from him. And that final as well just encompasses completely what Alcaraz is about. He said a couple of years ago before he played Novak in that Wimbledon final, that finals are there to be won, not just to participate in. And he truly took on that mentality playing against Jannik Sinner. Despite the fact he was 2 sets of love down, he kept his energy up. He was fist pumping. He got that break in beginning of the 3rd set and he was rallied up. And even though he lost it, he never gave up hope, breaking Sinner, trying to serve for the match basically in the 4th as well. He was absolutely immense. And even that, funnily enough, this final, I don't think either of them won a set on their own serve, because Sinner won the tiebreak and the first set on Alcaraz's serve. And similarly, Alcaraz broke Sinner in the 10th game of the third, and Sinner was serving on those 2 points in the tiebreak that Alcaraz won, which ended up allowing Alcaraz to win the match. So that was Alcaraz's 2025 French Open. A very, very good tournament by him. Let's see how he fares in Wimbledon. Let's see if he can keep going. So thank you so much for watching and listening. Don't forget to subscribe. Take care and peace.